How goes it all? Welcome back to Patterson Properties. Hopefully you guys having a great and exceptional day. Before I go forward, remember Patterson Properties, we wholesale real estate via tax sales, tax liens, and we obviously do the old school way of contacting various property homeowners who might be in a distressed property situations. And if not, usually do it within a DMV area or Pennsylvania. But if you're in other markets, we definitely collaborate with other wholesalers. If you're another wholesaler, definitely email us, check our information out in the description. And if you're an investor, definitely contact us so you can become a part of our investor list, and we can go from there, right? Anyways, today's topic is, are young people basically screwed when it comes to real estate in the 2022 and going forward market? You know, these are good questions. And hey, in today's world, trying to do anything outside of surviving has become more and more challenging all over the United States of America. I mean, most people can say that, especially for working people. And when it comes to real estate, for so many young people out here, purchasing a home is becoming harder and harder. But today's article that I came across actually talks about real estate in Melbourne, Australia. A lot of times I remember the last time and the only time I really talked about, well, I've talked about real estate in other countries, but really the only time I really went in was in Canada and whatnot, our neighbors to the north. The article stated that housing prices have increased enormously in every major city around this country of Australia since 1981. Inflation is inflation, regardless of what country you live in, right? In inner city Melbourne, the increase has seen the average house skyrocket from $44,000 to a blistering $962,000, which basically should just be $1 million. Let's just call it what it is over the last 40 years. So from 44,000 to $1 million over the last 40 years. That's a whooping 24-fold difference. More startling, the average wage has only multiplied 6 times in that same period. And we see this in lots and lots of major cities across the United States, from New York, from Los Angeles, now in the southern cities like Dallas, Miami, New Orleans, Atlanta. So regardless if your state's a high tax state or a low tax state, in most major cities across the United States of America, you're seeing real estate prices have been climbing for the last 10 years now. Regardless of anyone's stance or whatnot, the last 10 years, the prices have gone up. Anyways, the article interviewed various people in Melbourne, Australia, to get their perspectives on the housing situation for young people. Because, hey, it's even, I wrote a blog today about, more young people in the United States are probably going to be more interested, not even just today, but definitely in the future, with the old metaverse and the NFTs and whatnot. They're going to be more interested in purchasing digital real estate than actual physical real estate. That is a big possibility, but that's another story for another day. Go to Patterson Properties website within the description and check out that blog. It's recently just published today on Sunday, March 13th, 2022. So anyways, one person in the article, Ben, 24 years old, stated, "I'm looking to own a house. I suppose that I'll have to be whenever I can afford one. Who knows?" Nina, 24 years old, stated, "I would like to, but I don't think I'm ever going to have enough money to buy a house. So I don't think I will own a house until I probably inherit my parents' house." And this is a situation that's very true in parts of the United States, from Washington, D.C. to New York City, that whole metro area to Boston, Massachusetts, Seattle, Los Angeles, Portland, Oregon, Denver, Colorado, a lot of these markets where the homes are starting at, and these could be little box homes to, decent sized homes starting from 600,000 on up and whatnot. It's going to become the norm in those places for people, if they have children, to be able to basically let the property be inherited by their children's children. I mean, I got friends that live in South Los Angeles who their grandparents or parents bought their homes for 80,000 to 100,000, 200,000. Now those homes are almost $1 million or whatnot. And the reason why they won't leave those areas is because they know they're sitting on the economic gold mine. So if you do live in a place where you've inherited a property, I behoove you, I'm not giving you out investment advice, but I am behooving you to hold on to that real estate as long as possible. And if you're going to cash out, that'll be really worth your while, so that you have an economic come up and not just, oh, I got more money, so let me blow it on a freaking car or buy another overpriced house in a cheaper state. I mean, that's what you want to do. That's what you want to do. But me, when I think about getting more money, I think about increasing my asset, not my nonsense. It's just going to boost the economy, but not boost my economy all at the same time. But anyways, Jack, 25 years old, says, "I don't think so. I just graduated from a bachelor's of communication in media this year, and the creative industries have been so thrown around by the pandemic, the global pandemic, He said, I interviewed a number of people working in the creative industries for one of my final assignments, and they all said they are looking for a plan B career-wise and have been forced to take on multiple jobs, many in hospitality to support themselves. It is so unstable right now, so saving for a house isn't really on his mind. For a lot of people, just getting by is on their mind. And that's another reason why the housing market is kind of in a flux in a sense, because for the people that can't afford to buy, the prices are insane. For the people that can't afford to buy, they know they're going to have to sit still, and they don't see any end in sight for the foreseeable future. It's kind of crazy. But this part of the article really caught my attention. Eric, 17 years old, was asked, when are you going to be looking for a house and whatnot? Because obviously 17 years old, he's really just getting his foot steps going in life and whatnot. His baby steps happening as an adult in life, as a very young adult. He says, I'm actually looking to move out in my gap year with my best friend as they are buying a house, meaning his best friend. The plan is that he will pay for a room, half the utilities and groceries. They have $400,000 from an inheritance from their grandparents, which is the beautiful thing of having assets to pass down for the next generation. Even that's not enough for a 2-bedroom standalone unit, so we all have to get a loan. I believe that. Even $400,000 in a lot of markets means nothing. And Bobby won't mean nothing for a long time now. So that's something to take into consideration. Partnering up, thinking outside of the box. You see people who immigrate to foreign countries to Western countries do this all the time. So a lot of Westerners, as what they call us, are going to have to get into that mindset as well. Squat up as the what is it? Not the Bigger Pockets guys. It's been so Brent Thompson, I believe that's his name. Great guy. Love this podcast. It's been a while since I watched it. Andrew, 26 years old, last but definitely not least, said, yeah, I'd love to own a house. I'm actively in the process of saving up for a deposit now, not with an actual plan in mind, more just with an understanding that if I don't put money away, I'll be caught up. Could not agree with that statement more. One of the biggest things when I left high school that was not only to get my money right in regards to securing a job and whatnot, but my money right was saving money. So looking like a bum, driving a bucket car was definitely one of the things that I did not mind doing. And even to this day, I can afford a newer car, but I don't, because I know being able to do two things, put money away and invest my money, means way more than trying to stunt on somebody that I don't know and most likely don't care about, and they don't care about me. So being able to increase your income, your savings, your assets, that is the key. You're getting your credit right. Those are the keys to actually owning your home and whatnot. But I know in this market all over the world, a lot of young people are not looking to, it's not looking too promising. But I say keep the faith. I say keep pushing forward. And I say if you need to squat up, then do it. If you need to maybe move in with another couple, then do it. Build equity, split the equity, buy another house. So move in with family members, put your dollars together and whatnot, buy a house, buy multi-unit. You just never know. But look outside of the box, because this old 1955 nonsense of I alone can only do it, it has to stop. For a lot of working people, it's just not feasible. Okay. And if you don't want to believe it, that's fine. But you look at the immigrant that comes to the United States and they might have 15 people living in one house, but that's 15 salaries or 10 salaries. That's being able to pay the bills and be able to either rent a place for a little bit and then buy a place and then let a year go by, take equity out and buy another one. That is becoming the new norm. And is there anything wrong with that? Not at all. So there are multitude of different experiences relating to real estate in the market of Melbourne, Australia, and just like anything else in today's world, one has to think and implement various different ways, family, all right? So do the great 3 free things: like, share, and subscribe. Have a great day. And as I always say, make money moves or you're going to live, bro, like a fool. Take care.